In this video we're going to look at finding an unknown side in a right angle triangle using trigonometry where that unknown side is in the numerator. You may recall the special word to learn all the trigonometry, saw, car, toa. Sine is opposite of a hypotenuse, cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse, and tangent is opposite over adjacent. Our first job is to identify what sides we are working with. The hypotenuse is the one which is not attached to the right angle, so this is the hypotenuse for sure. Now we have two other sides. Relative to the marked angle, the other side we want to find is x. This one is attached to the angle. So it is called the adjacent. The other one is not attached and is called the opposite. So in our question we're dealing with the hypotenuse, the known side, and the adjacent, the side we want to find. So which of the ratios involves the hypotenuse and the adjacent? And you'll see that it's cosine. So write down what we know. Cos of the angle 55 degrees is equal to the adjacent divided by the hypotenuse, which is equal to our side x divided by the hypotenuse 32.5. So all we've done is written down information about the ratio, and at that point we need to pick up a calculator and find out what cos 55 actually is. Cos 55 is 0.5736. 0.5736. The most important part about this statement is the last bit. That says that the side we want divided by 32.5 is 0.5736. So if x divided by 32.5 is equal to 0.5736, then multiplying up by that will tell us that x is 0.5736 multiplied by 32.5, and you do that on your calculator and you'll get the answer of 18.64, and of course the units are meters. 18.64 meters. Let's look at a second example. So it's the same process. Identify what's going on. Well, the hypotenuse is the side not attached to the right angle, so this one over here is the hypotenuse. Relative to the marked angle, we have two sides. One is not attached and the other one is attached. The one which is attached is this one, attached. The proper name for that is adjacent. And the other side is not attached, so y is the opposite. So look back at the ratios again. Sine is opposite over hypotenuse, cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse, and tan is opposite over adjacent, and we're dealing with the opposite and the adjacent, so it is indeed tan we need to work with. Write down the information we have. Tan of the angle 23 degrees is the ratio of the opposite divided by the adjacent, which in our case is the side called y divided by 145 kilometers, and then we actually need to calculate it. Tan 23 according to our calculator is 0.4245. 0.4245. So this is the important statement. Y divided by 145 is equal to 0.4245. So to get rid of the divided by 145 we're just going to multiply. So y is 0.4245 multiplied by 145, and the answer is 61.55. And of course the units are the same as the other units, 61.55 kilometers.